The Apex came into being because we wanted to evolve a design which had originally been done 25 years ago. That design was the McGill cordless table lamp, done for Penfolds Wines Estate in the Adelaide Hills. That really speaks about the story behind how we got involved in cordless lighting specifically, because we were working on the general lighting of the restaurant with Alan Jack and Cottier, and the principal architect Keith Cottier suggested had a problem with lighting tables and still moving the tables around but illuminating them properly, and so he asked me could we design an electric lamp with no cord. So we thought, yes, good idea, and we built some prototypes, and he was very impressed, and that resulted in the McGill cordless table lamp, which was the first lamp that we produced and one of the first in the world that had a halogen light source which gave off sufficient illumination to read menus, to actually see food on the table. That was the purpose. Much brighter than the candle, which was the traditional table lighting form back then. So anyway, 25 years later and many cordless lamps later, and Neos has grown. We export all around the world, and we've had a lot of feedback from our customers, both in the hospitality world and in the residential market, if you will. And so we basically took the essence of that McGill lamp, and with everything we've learnt over that 25 years, we created the Apex lamp. We wanted a compact form that was tactile and easy to hold. It's very important, I think, because the thing about cordless lamps is that they're usually handled all the time, particularly in hospitality world. So it needs to be handleable, yet robust, because they're subject to a lot of abuse every day, getting handled, getting charged, so they need to be solid. So essentially we decided to have a disc LED light source, which is flat and is held up in this section here. So it gives direct downlight, maximum downlight to illuminate tables or wherever surface it's placed on, and it's glare free. So I'll just turn this one on. With this light level you mightn't see what's really happening, but you get just a soft glow on the cone of the lamp, so you get a recognition of the light source itself, but essentially the job it's doing is providing direct downlight onto the surface it's on. For the hospitality industry, we think it'll be very effective because it is compact. Takes up very little real estate on the table, which is the term that's used in the hospitality industry. Very important. Can't take up a lot of space on dining tables because there's all sorts of beautiful food and things that take precedent, but it needs to be illuminated, so it's important. So it illuminates very effectively on tables, and for up to 14 hours on full charge, and then it can be taken off the table for recharging on one of our standard charging systems. It works well in hospitality. For the home, I use one all the time at home. In fact, I've several different models. I've got 10 or 15 different models of our cordless lamps at home, and I use them everywhere. I use them in the bathroom, I use them on coffee tables, I use them in the kitchen, I use them in the study. They've just come an integral part of my lighting life. and I'm very sensitive to light, and I think that's probably why I got attracted to lighting design, focus on that, because I just feel very sensitive to light. So from very low level light to sunlight, it's just getting all those balances right. It's always changing, so you just need to have the ability to move lamps to where you want light. If you're watching television, you might want a small lamp on a coffee table, dim down, just to give you enough light to see what's on that table perhaps, or just to, instead of darkness or instead of too much illumination from overhead lighting. So I think it will be very useful in the home. They're available now. You can buy it through our website online. We have e-commerce there, or you could ring our sales team at NEOS, and they'll take you through your requirements. We have free delivery within Australia, and it's internationally shipped all around the world. The Apex, that's the distillation of everything we've learnt into that lamp, and we're really pleased to introduce it.